Hello, it's Andy from Email Love, and today we are going to connect the Email Love Figma plugin to one of the most popular email platforms out there. It is Klaviyo, and many of our customers are using Klaviyo to export responsive email code directly into the templates section of their Klaviyo account. So to set this up, we are going to jump into my demo Klaviyo account first. And before we get into Figma, you are going to want to create an API key. And so you can do that by coming into the settings of Klaviyo. So just click on the name of your account in the bottom left corner, click on the settings cog, and then you'll see a section for API keys, and you will want to create a new private key. So let's create a private key here, and I'm just going to give mine a name called Email Love Demo, and we are going to give the key full access to our Klaviyo account, and then we're going to click on the create button. And that will give us a unique API key that we can copy and paste into our Figma account. Okay, so that's step one. Pretty simple. And so let's switch over to Figma and see how to connect the two. Okay, so here I have my Figma account. And you can see I have the Email Love Figma plugin right here. And I've already built an email. So this is assuming that we've already created a beautiful on-brand email in Figma. I'm going to select the email frame and then click on the blue export button. And then from the drop-down menu, I'm going to select Klaviyo. And you might notice it says Klaviyo HTML only. And that's because we used to support the Klaviyo drag and drop email builder. Unfortunately, the drag and drop builder was breaking our custom HTML. And so we deprecated that integration, and now we only support HTML uploads, just because technically we could enable you to design in Figma and edit inside of Klaviyo's drag and drop, but like I said, it caused a lot of issues and very frequently broke people's emails. And we don't want that. And so the best approach is really just to design in Figma and then upload as HTML. And so I'm going to select the Klaviyo option here and then click on Change API Key. I'm going to paste my API key in the top box, and I'm going to give it a name. You can give it a unique name if you are a freelancer or you're a Klaviyo agency or you have multiple brands. You can obviously give the key a name associated with the brand that you're working with, and then just click on the Set API Key button, and we have now connected the two. And so all I have to do now at this point is click on the blue export button. And you can see here it takes a couple of seconds, and that has successfully exported a responsive email into my Klaviyo account. And so we can jump back into Klaviyo. And the Klaviyo template will be uploaded into the templates section. So under content, click on templates, and then you can see it's added to the very top here. So we can edit this template. It will show you the HTML. So again, not compatible with the drag and drop tool, but you can preview it. And this is responsive email code that will render very nicely across all email clients. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and then I can use it within a flow, within a campaign. You can create a campaign like you normally would. So if I just go through the process here, I'm just going to select my audience, and then in the email template under email saved, you can select that template. You can then save it and send to your audience. And that's pretty much it. That is a very, very quick and easy process. And if you are designing in Figma, this can significantly speed up your Klaviyo workflow. One last thing I want to touch on is jumping back into Figma. If you are doing dynamic content, so quite frequently Klaviyo customers are doing cart abandoned, browse abandoned, and they are pulling in products into their email. And we have built several components that support these more dynamic emails. So here's an example. You can see here we're using the code component at the top to identify the event. You do need to customize this based on the data feed in your Klaviyo account. And so this is probably a more advanced feature. It does require understanding of Klaviyo data feeds and dynamic content. But if you are familiar with Liquid and you're comfortable using it in your templates, you can wrap your content around these Liquid tags. You can pull in the product title, the prices, the quantity. If you select the image, you can go into the properties tab and merge in the event image URL. And you can also link to a unique shopping cart if you have that in your data feed. And this can be a dynamic table, so it's going to pull in however many products you might have in that feed. So if you've abandoned 3 products, it's going to loop through that data and pull in the 3 products. So again, this is just an example. This is available in the Ultimate Email Design System. So if you duplicate that file, you will find it in there and be able to use it. But I just wanted to touch on that because I know many of you using Klaviyo do love to use these more dynamic templates in your flows. Okay, so that is it. That is the full process of how to connect the Email Love Figma plugin with Klaviyo. It's a quick and simple process. And if you do need support, have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment or join us on the support channel on Discord. Okay, thanks.